Hello, and welcome back to Coffee, Cocks, and Cooking with the Conspiracy Chicks. I'm Chuck, and I am your host this evening. Joining me, we have Brandy, Witchy, Mishi, and Sue. Today's episode, we are discussing Apothecary, and we have a very special guest, our expert friend on the matter, Tammy. Hi, Tammy.
Well, hello, ladies. How's it
Tammy,
going?
to get us started, can you tell us what Apothecary is and how you got involved?
Oh, sure. Okay, so if you look in the dictionary, the definition of an apothecary is someone that prepares medicine and sells it as also as drugs. So that is interested in chemistry. So basically, your regular pharmacist is your drug dealer. And a natural apothecary is somebody that it's like a botanical pharmacy. So it is used of the natural, the herbs, the salts, whatever was put on earth, and prepares the medicine right there. That's the two difference of the apothecary. So I got into this about 15 years ago, and I opened my own business. I'm the owner of etvoila, essential oils, and this is what I do. I make medicine, and I got into this because I was myself diagnosed with bipolar and put on all kinds of medication, and at one point I couldn't feel myself, and I thought there was going to be something better than this. So I told my doctor that I wanted to quit. And my doctor, my psychiatrist, they all told me, go for it, but you're not coming back here. So I knew right there that something needed to be done. So I got involved in herbology, then aromatherapy. I did my Reiki. I did my naturopathy practitioner. And right now I'm doing my Ayurvedas. It's just different cultures and different healings. But it all goes back to the same, the apothecary of the herbs and the naturals, because that's the originals. So that's how I got into it.
How long have you been doing your business for?
Business-wise, probably 10 years. And I got into this I will say about 15 years ago, I quit all these medication. And I was pretty unstable and unbalanced, so I went and seen a herbologist, and it took 5 years. It took 5 years to literally get back to not being chemically imbalanced, and then all these meds, and I was numb.
Wow.
Yeah.
What is it that you took for the bipolar? What did you make? What did you do for that?
So my theories on this, and sometimes not everything is a diagnose, sometimes it's a label. And I'm guaranteed that I was labeled because at that time of what I was going through, it was not necessarily need medication at this time. I was just going through something bad, and then the medication, and then more medication, and then these two contract with each other. So we have to take a third one so I can walk because my muscles are hurting, and so on and so on. So I just didn't want to be there anymore. Like I was fucking numb. You could call me at 9 o'clock at night, and I didn't even know what we talked about. And I was just on meds. So no, I thought there had to be something better than that out there. Right?
Absolutely.
So, yeah. So this is how pretty much I started my journey doing this. And like the Reiki, for example, I did Reiki, and Reiki is passed down by a master. I'm not a Reiki, but I did that for my own healing, which, like focused on me. And then I figured out, hey, why not become my own doctors? Why not become and get exactly what I want, make what I want, know exactly what's in it at half the cost, and be preventive instead of waiting that you are so sick that you go on medication and then you have a prescription for the next 20 years. So that was my thinking at the time because of what I went through.
So Tammy, what would you say is the best thing that you found for you to become healthier? Like, Does that make sense? Like,
Yes.
okay.
So for me, essential oils. Essential oils is my number one of all. It all started from the herbs. Essential oils derives from many things: roots, leaves, stems, flowers, so, but for me, essential oils was the number one. It's simple. You can have it for boosting your immune system, for boosting your moral being, cleaning your house, for pain. So for me, I find them simple, and you can make everything out of essential oils.
For you in particular, what essential oil has been like a game changer in your life to make you feel better, feel more productive?
Okay, so I like citrus. Citrus are, like really boosting. It's like smelling sunshine, if that makes sense. It's really just, I don't know, it's so good. It creates a memory, and, and also stimulants, stuff like peppermint and rosemaries. Those are stimulants, and they also, keep you up. And if you mix stuff like, if you know the chemistry or certain oils, or you can find out, anybody can find out. You can just go on Google and, so for me, like I made one of lemon and basil, which promote focusing because squirrel, like, all the time. So yeah. So, and then stuff like this. And then, yeah. So essential oils for me was the biggest thing. I use them all. I use like there's tinctures. I love making tinctures, a couple drops of, I make it with Everclear. So it's even like yummier. Whoops. Is like that? But there's different ways to make tinctures as well for some people that don't drink. There's salves, there is teas, there is poultices. There's so many ways that you can process your herbs for a natural approach. It's actually, I don't know, for me it's very interesting. And I started like everyone with bottles. A couple bottles here and there, like everyone. Yeah, it became a disease. It just became that it was like, hey, it's something that I really wanted. It's something that I understand, I have a knack for. And not just this. The biggest thing is I want to inspire people to actually go outside the box and go in your backyard. You can find a lot of stuff in your backyard. A lot of herbs in your backyards. I make a list, just like stuff like mullein, pine, bulrushes, red clovers, yarrow, milk thistle, chaga, turkey tail, bark, all kinds of barks, dandelion, all the dandelion, the pine needle, the yarrow, the chickweed. It goes on and on and on. So that is in your country, in your habitat. And that is, and then if you grow on top of it the herbs that like your peppermint, oregano, the thyme, the rosemary, your ginger, turmeric, your cayenne pepper, lavender, your marigold, you have right there your entire pharmacy. So now what you order is the stuff to put it together, like your clay. Get some beeswax from from people around, because bees, it's for your allergies. So if you take it's all in our habitats, and it's all around.
When you looking for bees, you wanna get from somewhere's local to you, right?
Your zone, from your 100% from your zone.
Yeah.
So it's, yeah, so it helps with the allergies. And these are, they give like so many different good things. And again, give it by Mother Earth. So, and there's like, it's an antibiotic as well. Yes.
Somebody in the comment, Green Granny is asking, Tammy, do you have a remedy for thinning hair? She's going bald.
Okay, so when somebody says that it's something in you, what I would do is I would put some stimulant in there. So I could put in your shampoo, you could put 1 or 2 drops of rosemary, and then the next couple of days you can do a couple drop of peppermints. So those are good. You massage it. It will stimulate it for the roots and stuff. But there's something sometimes that you can't. It's something that's in you, like your hair just got to thin out. It could have a factor of the medicine you take, the age you are, what you put in your hair. Do you dye your hair a lot? Like there's a lot of different factors in that. But the stuff to help would be rosemary and your peppermint.
Good. I like that people are asking questions. Keep asking
Yes,
questions.
yes, please ask questions. A lot of this. So, and again, so when you want to put this stuff together, you want to maybe, some clay or some different carrier oil or such. And another thing that I like to mention is if you want to do a benefit, do something good for you, source your oils or source whatever you're going to order. Maybe like the dollar store or Walmart. It's maybe not the best place to go and look for certain things like that. I always say go to your natural food store or go to your apothecary, because an apothecary is a place also you can get the ingredient to make your things from raw. You actually creating your medication or your remedy. So yes, you're going to pay a little bit more, of course, because it's in town, it's your pharmacist, it's a natural food store. But in the same token, you're paying a little bit for her knowledge. So you don't have to depend on a group on Facebook that there's one question and 7,000 different answers, and they're all different. And nobody really, so by asking the natural food store, it's a lifestyle anyway. If you're going to go in a natural approach, it's a lifestyle. So you got to create a relationship with your natural food store, trust me.
So would you say, Tammy, that it would probably be more beneficial if somebody wanted to go the natural route to help them, in their daily life, whether that be for hair thinning, mood stabilizers, anything to do with physical ailments? It would be more beneficial for somebody to just speak to somebody like you who has the proper training, instead of using Google as their teacher, in order to try and cure their ailments. Because I do know that there's certain medications that you can't take with natural remedies, and that it would be more beneficial to speak to somebody like you if they are interested in introducing these natural things to their daily life.
Well, it probably would be better because, yes, we have I'm not a doctor by no means, but I work with, so you got a diagnose and you don't know what to do from that, but you don't want to go on medication. So yeah, talk to somebody that knows, and then you can save corners. And on Facebook or on a group, they might just tell you this, but like I say, I like to know your diet. I like to know your lifestyle, your medication, how old you are, how many children you have, your household. Do you have, first of all, do you have a budget? So we can make sure we pick something for you. There's a lot of things you cannot just throw at a person what to take, I think it's a bit irresponsible. But yeah, and like you said too, yeah, and I'm sure you're referring to St. John's wort. Yeah, and that is a huge one. I didn't really work with it a lot for the fact that it doesn't go with psychiatric pills. You can actually not come back from the chemical imbalance you're going to get. So this is why it's important to talk to someone that actually knows a little bit, like, of course it's good on, it's always on you. You are the one that want to do this to your body. You are the one that has got this new plan. So look, research, read. You can start with Google, sure, but then for points, and then go to your natural food store, to a naturopathic practitioner, start there, and then you can get one book. You don't need to get 5,000. Just one book, and yes, Sue.
There's another question from Sayet. She says, I have a question. What do you think of the borax cleanse to lessen inflammation?
So the borax, all I know about it, it's because it's got like fibers that can chops. I don't know enough about it. There is a group, but this is something that I'm not familiar with it at all. So go to your natural food store and maybe talk to somebody, and maybe they can reach somebody that would know about that. I hear good things. I am on the group, and you can read, and many people uses it.
So, I noticed a couple questions also in the comments. Like, how do you know which natural food store would be the best to have those conversations with people? Because, like, I don't mean to sound rude, but I do notice that a lot of the employees in there are maybe not well versed in essential oils and natural healing and stuff like that, and like more along the like younger age that maybe don't have that same background. So what would you suggest for people that are looking to go local and looking to go through their natural food stores? How would you suggest that other people navigate who they should and shouldn't take advice from in terms of asking those types of questions?
Right, that's a good one. So, however, the only way you're going to find that is by getting out there. So around here, I use Nutter, because Nutter I order big amounts, like 150 pounds worth of stuff, because I do wholesales. But they're really nice with me. So far, I only a couple times, you'll get a new girl and stuff. But walk in there, look around, read stuff, start checking on stuff you need, feel the people. Sometimes there is not many natural food store in certain town, which sucks. This is why you would reach a nutritionist or a naturopathic practitioner, and then maybe you can order online and such. But you have to do your own homework on that and go find somebody, unfortunately.
You mentioned to me before that you should look for a book too.
Yes.
For your area. I have one for my
Nice.
area, and you have one for your area. You want to tell people about that?
If you go to Forge, so this one is from British Columbia, so I move. But so when I forge for a purpose. So if I want to cleanse my liver, I'm gonna go and get me some dandelion, and I'm gonna take the root and the stem and the flowers and the whole thing. Then I'm gonna come home and I'm gonna process it to what I want. And by the way, I eat the whole thing. I eat the stem. I do the stem, and I use the stem as like pasta, like spaghetti noodles. That's how I use it. And they're good it's good for everything. So, and then again, I'll do the rose, and then I'll find a patch of hose, and then they'll tell you when to take it, and they'll tell you what it's good for. For example, rose hip, you should take it after like the first frost, and it's one of the highest thing in vitamin C. It's like one of the biggest things, and you can do rose hip water on your face, and people pay a lot of money for rose hip. Have you ever seen the price of rose hip water? To spray on, like
are lined with rose hips.
it's like $80 for a
Oh,
teeny
crap.
tiny. You can do it yourself with witch hazel and
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So there's another question, and I'm gonna paraphrase this a little bit, because it's a very, because I know there's so many different herbs and essential oils and all these things. What would you suggest for people who are, going out there and wanting to get into the whole apothecary? How would you navigate which ingredients to avoid? And I know that's such a broad question because there's certain things, but like as a whole, I guess, what would you recommend people avoid in the ingredients lists in
um
terms of like I don't know if I'm making sense.
okay, yes. So like for example, mushroom. There's a book about mushroom. Oh, unless you know your mushroom, always assume that they're poison. All of them.
Okay.
Like certain things like this. But in the book, like for example, arnica. I know that arnica you should not go and get it and make a tea because it can be fatal.
Okay.
There's a lot of, but this again is by getting a book. And if you going to get a book like this, you don't just want to go and get something and like, oh, we'll make it. No, you need to read about it.
For sure. But I think what the commenter was more geared towards, like, so like would you, so say you go to your local food store and you want to get oil of oregano, for example.
Yeah.
What would be an ingredient that you would recommend people avoid? So like, say for example, like high concentrated palm oils or like that type of thing. I think that's
Yeah.
what more or less what they're asking. Maybe I'm
Like,
wrong. I don't know.
like you mean like seed oil? Like you mean like for mixing and such?
Yeah, like if you were to buy like a tincture off the shelf, right? And you look at the ingredients and you notice the first ingredient is like canola oil, and then
Yes,
it
of
would be
course.
like whatever,
Yes,
whatever.
okay. So anything synthetic.
Okay.
Anything synthetic for sure. All your seed oil, absolutely not. I am actually quite picky. I don't like plastic. So I won't use much plastic stuff that came in a plastic bottles to make my products. I will pay a little bit more. I get them into glass.
Okay.
I'm quite picky about that. It's also that will depend on preferences and budget, so
Right. Okay. So say you were to go to the store and you're looking at oil of oregano, it's in a plastic bottle, it's got a bunch of synthetic ingredients, and that's when you would be like, that's probably not the best product for
that's
me.
that's right.
Okay. So basically look for anything
So you
that,
want to look for a company first of all that you have heard before.
okay.
Once, twice, you want I 100% do from place of origin. So I like something that is more place of origin that seed to seal. It's like a habitat sort of thing, it grows better in its own habitat and sort of thing. Yeah, synthetic, like for example, there's a company, the frankincense is quite cheap, which, yay, but it's 10% frankincense and the rest is witch hazel. Like it's not really, and they're not transparent. So try to like, I always say, look for food grade. Food grade is always best quality. Yes, my dear?
What do you think as somebody who's just starting out? So I've done a little bit of this, but
Yeah.
I'm so new to it that I am just sticking to making teas with the
Yes.
with the stuff that we forage. That's what we've done. How beneficial are the teas in comparison to the tinctures?
So, oh no, teas are great. Teas are amazing. Just remember when you have a cup of tea, put a saucer over top because you will lose all. It's volatile, so you will
Okay.
lose all the benefit as the steam goes up. So if you look at the Chinese cup, they all come with a little lid all the time. Or if you have a teacup at the bottom, put a book, put a phone, put anything over top. Just
Okay. Good to
leave
know.
it there. Yes, so I really like the teas. Teas are great. They work right away. They work in your stomach. Like, I like that. And yeah, you can, if you have like a guts right away, like with the peppermint and the ginger and all that, you can like make yourself feel much better.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Any more questions for now?
There was a couple more questions. One was, what is the shelf life of an essential oil?
Okay, so if you leave it open, it's gonna be evaporated. If you take care of it, put it away, it can last quite a long time. I don't know the exact years or whatnot, but make sure you get always in a dark bottle, close it, and keep it in the cupboard, out of the sun, out of the heat, and it will last. Now, something that is mixed with a carrier oil, for making a roll-on, for example, these carrier oil tends to go rancid more rapidly. So I always say don't mix too much, especially if it's for yourself at home and you're going to make it, make a small bottle, something small. So you don't go through, it's expensive. So, if you're going to put all your energy in that, yeah, do it small and you'll find your way. I mean, you'll find, something.
So you mentioned carrier oil, and I'm glad you did. What would be the best carrier oil to look for in terms of searching for products? Because like I know when I make my son's medicine,
Yes.
we have to mix his medicine with MTC oil, which is essentially derivative of coconut,
Right.
because that's what just combines everything so nicely is the
Right.
MTC oil. So what would be something that you would want to look for in a tincture or a topical or, anything oral? And what would be something that you would highly avoid?
Okay, so well, it all depends. Okay, so if you want for skin, for example, like there's vitamin C, we talked about rose hip. If you want to heal scar, you want your oil to go deep, so you need to take something that's high in fatty acid to go deep. So fatty acid, vitamin C, good together. Borage is another good one that goes deep. If you want something for nice skin, organ oil. Whoa. Okay. And I like something like carrot tissue for your elasticity. So your oil, depending on what you want to do, has different purpose and benefits. So for me, my most favorite will be like a coconut oil.
Oh,
That is number, yes.
I just want to say that now all I can picture is somebody rubbing a nice cold steak all over their face.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
started laughing over here.
Yeah. That's what tenderizing is all about.
So essentially it depends on what you're looking for in terms of a product, which would determine what type of carrier oil you would want.
100%. You have to remember, so you make your son's medication and your son's medication are oral.
Yes.
So it will be two types of oil. So the coconut oil I use because I do topically would be completely different than the one to mix. But yeah, do stay away from anything seed. Anything seed oil, stay away from that. They are not good for you. Man-made. You know what? Man-made oil. Seriously, what's man-made is no good. It goes rancid. Most of it are rancid before you bring them home. Yes.
This is a stupid question. What's a seed oil? Please don't judge me.
Seed oil is like canola oil. I don't know all the bad oil. I don't buy them. It's all like those cooking oil at the grocery store, like the canola oil, the palm oil, all these oils that have been refined are for you, you know? Yeah, and sesame seed, flax seed. Flaxseed is actually, flaxseed oil can be good, but because it's rancid
There was
when we
another
get
one
it
in there
home. So,
too. Grapeseed?
yeah,
Grapeseed?
yeah. And again, if you're gonna do something internally with that, always buy just small one. Unless you make big batch of stuff, because that stuff again goes bad right away, you know?
Sunflower
But
seed.
so with that said, these oil like sunflowers oil on the topical, that's really good for you. Grape oil for topical is good for you. Your grape seed oil and red raspberry seed oil help for the sun, you know? So orally and topically will be two different compounds. So, and make sure, because you don't want to eat something that you're not supposed to in that stuff. Literally, you do not at
Okay, there
all.
was
But yeah,
an,
you always want to depending on what you're going to make.
I think
Yes.
we talked earlier this morning. I think you wanted to talk about some the benefits of castor oil, especially with was it the belly button?
Yes. Okay. So there's a lot of people that use the belly button, and which I never really done it. I have looked into it. It's from Ayurveda, and it's a lot of people do it. It's the difference between, I can understand, is the difference between spirituality and reality. Um, the thing with castor oil is it's very, very high on fatty acid, like 96%. So it doesn't matter where you're going to put it on your body, it's going to go deep. You don't necessarily have to do the belly button. And it's such a beautiful oil. I don't think we should just put it in this teeny tiny place. We should use it everywhere. It is a commitment. It's thick. It's a pain in the ass, but it's very, very, very beneficial.
Yeah, I mix mine with coconut oil because it is so thick. It's hard to spread on your skin. The only way you can spread it on is if you just rub it really hard between your hands and get it hot.
Yes. Yes, or you
Yeah.
pat it like a cat, you know, like, yeah. And then, but it is a commitment. So you don't want to like put castor oil and go grocery shopping or your first meeting in the morning. It's not oil for that. It's your last oil of the day, you know,
Yeah.
like, yeah, you want it to
So
so good. And yeah.
So what in your professional and personal opinion, what, because castor oil is becoming pretty big. And I feel like a lot of companies are more concerned about corporate greed and or profit margins compared to providing a good product. So what would your recommendation be for the people listening, what to look for in a good castor oil?
100%. That's a good question. So remember that castor oil will pull toxin out of everything, including plastic. So for me, glass, dark, organic, cold press. So that is what I look for in a castor oil. If also people have to think that if they can afford it, go with, you don't necessarily have to have the organic or, you know, but glass bottle, dark, always.
Castor oil goes a long, long way though, in my opinion.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100% that oil is great and it does good things and such. But so that company I was talking about, they get this castor oil in a clear bottle in plastic. I want to cringe because it's, but again, you're right. Some people doesn't know. And right now it's a huge trend. Oh my gosh. I had a hard time getting it. I had to buy a 20-gallon because I couldn't get a small bottle. There was none. It took me a year to sell it. I sold it finally. I think I have like 2 little bottles left. But yeah, because it's a huge trend in this belly button things and the thing is sometimes You have to do what's good for you. For some people, they swear by it, but do your own homework. Read about it. See if it's something that's going to go with you. Take some notes, like you're always responsible. That's one of my things. Be responsible for your own health journey. So ask questions and stuff. Go find out. Get a book. Everything you make. I do you know how many books like this I have? Everything you ever make. And if it's a fail, put large fail under. Don't make it again. But record what you make, because you might make something that you really, really like and it really works for you. And be inventive. Get inspired and just, it's natural stuff and stuff that they're gonna sell at a natural food store. You're not going to it's not toxic.
I have mixed different herbs that so me and Turtle, we like to forage in the spring and summertime. And in the wintertime, we'll use what we foraged for teas for when we have colds and flus. So we'll mix things. We'll mix colt's foot and cloves and then add honey and lemon to it. And, if we feel better, we feel better. If we don't, we don't. We usually do feel better, though, almost instantly. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're great. And they help flushing. They help flushing everything, and your body flushes itself. I think 250 quarts, kidney and liver. So you flush yourself all the time. So it helps 100%. 100%. A comment earlier I saw.
Flatulence.
It's
Okay,
yes,
there was
so
another.
Admar had said something about the castor oil and it can clog the pore, and that's a good question. And yes, it will. So when you do something that's heavy like that, just make sure to do a scrub, and you can do scrubs with everything: with sand, with coffee, with sugar, with salt, anything. Yes.
Baking soda.
Yes. Yes, 100%. You can. And so this is valid to, coffee, for example. Coffee helps with little blood vessels, inflammation. So you can just mix some coffee you got with coconut oil, whatever, do it.
Coffee,
and yes.
coffee
100%.
that's been brewed, coffee grinds that are wet,
I would
or fresh coffee.
Yeah, I would use the fresh coffee.
Okay.
Yeah, and just a little bit. I actually just made some for tomorrow's market, and it helps with so many things. And that's the thing. If you're curious about something, just Google it. What are the benefits of coffee oils for the skin? What are the benefits? And it will show you. And then just get yourself a nice book to learn how to mix it. And if you don't know something, ask somebody. Get involved, especially say with me, what I do the best is if you had an appointment with your doctor and you find out that you have high cholesterol or something, and then you don't want to use the pharmaceutical approach. So we would meet, and then we would go and make a plan, and then find the herb that's good for you, and maybe change your lifestyle. And then because it's cholesterol, I would send you see a nutritionist, which 2 appointments with people like this could send you on a good way to tell you exactly what you need to do, how to do it, and then you got to do it, and then you got to find a way that works for you to avoid pharmaceutical.
Yeah.
With that said, there is place for pharmaceutical. I don't want to be ignorant. There is place for pharmaceutical. Are we over medicated? 100% we are. But again, this is anybody. We're all different, and we have to do what's good. You have to do what's good for you. You have to 100%. And if you're going to take again this natural approach, you have to do your own research and your own reading, and then asking people.
It's more of a preventive medicine.
100%.
Right? Yeah.
That's right. So you gotta eat a certain way. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You gotta eat a certain way. You gotta take a thing a certain way to not have
Have to
this.
go to the
That's
pharmaceutical.
right. Instead of waiting that you have to go on medication for the rest of your life,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? Yes. Yes.
Damn questions, Mishi. I can see you chomping at the bit.
There was a question. Is there anything that can help with autoimmune disease?
So autoimmune disease, yes. You have to find most things that are acidic will trigger. You want to keep your body alkaline. So it goes a lot with eating. And that could be with stuff with outside. So allergies can trigger, stress can trigger. So you have to, I like stuff like oregano oil and silver. And I like to diffuse a lot of oils. You need to build also the good bacteria in your gut because it all starts from your guts. So you need to rebuild that. There is 100%, but you need to be also really religious to this. 100%.
Okay. There was another one about, is fennel tea good for the stomach?
It's pardon?
Fennel tea good for the stomach.
Fennel tea. So fennel, it's probably good, but it's also a laxative.
Oh.
So a laxative, yes. And if you have a child that is breastfeeding, you can triple the amount of milk supply.
Oh. Yeah,
No.
that's it. That's actually a good point, Tammy. Is there quite a few things that you would not recommend to breastfeeding mothers or pregnant women?
Well, yes. So that you have to 100% get yourself a little booklet and check it out. And yeah, I would ingest nothing that is essential oils. Stuff like peppermint, especially at the end, when you're gonna have your baby, will dry you right out.
Okay.
Yeah, just be careful. I would do more dilution. But other than that, like, go gentle.
Okay.
You know, like, stuff like red raspberry leaf. So it's not something that I would drink through my pregnancy because that is engaging the contraction. So you can start drinking that at 37 weeks.
Same with castor oil, right? Like castor oil, you wouldn't want during the first part.
No, not stuff like this. Rose essential oil. There is a girl on YouTube, Elizabeth Ashley. She does this segment on essential oils and what to do and what not to do when you're pregnant. She is lovely. She's from England, I think. She's got a copper, a tea all the time. She's pretty good. So it's finding also these people that specialize in certain things. You know, I took courses which we did an overview of everything, and then I went in what I specialized in, what I liked, right? So, of course, I know a few, but yeah, Elizabeth Ashley, if you're pregnant and you want to know, go check her out.
Write it down, people.
Okay,
Elizabeth Ashley.
Elizabeth Ashley. She's English, so you cannot. Yes, she has an accent. Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
Okay, and then there was another one, cayenne pepper. What are some of the benefits of cayenne pepper?
Cayenne pepper, believe it or not, is also something that will help cure ulcer. People think, oh no, it's going to burn. It's not going to burn. It's kill ulcer. But it's great for circulation. Circulation is, it moves blood. Big time. You can take a capsule. That is... Don't put it in hot water and drink it like a tea. That's what I did. It was hot.
Look like a Japanese flag.
No, because
I
I
did
just
do
went
that
down
one.
and went right back up. It's like, holy shit, it was hot. But did you know that, like, if you we're cold our fingers and feet will be cold because our circulation, blood is not moving. So literally, if you put like a little bit of cayenne pepper in your socks, if you have really cold feet, it won't take long. You'll be, yes. Or in your glove, yes.
You told me that
100%.
last winter, and I forgot about it. I need to, yes.
Yeah, just don't put too much because it can come to the point that holy shit, it's hot. But yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, 100%. It will help. And there's a plant called the fireweed, and it's that stem with all the purple. Okay, so if you slice the stem, inside there's like this white, almost rubbery jelly or whatever. So if you grab that, you put that, and it will warm up your fingers.
Huh.
Yeah. So this is what I said. All the plants, everything on this planet was given for a reason. That's right.
Okay, there's another question right there that says, is there anything natural to take to clean the kidneys?
Kidneys. So yeah, you're gonna wanna like do water. I gotta be careful on here because again, I'm not a doctor. More specific question like this, you could totally like get online with me, like, and I have no problem answering that for you. But yeah, there is 100%.
A broad range, yeah.
Yes, they 100%, and a lot of teas are good, and a lot of waters. Peppermint is good. Yes, I don't. That is one that I don't use.
What,
Comfrey,
comfrey?
I never was in.
Now, is there a specific reason for that, or it's just not a product that you like
It's
to work?
nothing. I used others. There is so many different ones that does the same thing. So yeah, I just use different. Milk thistle is good, 100% milk thistle for the kidneys. You want to flush your body, so you'll want to, yeah. You'll want to. That's a good one. Yes.
If I wanted to start making tinctures, how would I do that?
You get the plants that you like. Okay, so if you want to say you want to make one for pain, okay, so wild lettuce is one known that is your natural
And we
painkiller.
have that. We have wild lettuce. Yeah.
So it's known as natural morphines. So you could grab it all, dry it, wash it, dehydrate it. And always go very, very low on the temperature because, again, it's volatile. Then you lose all your benefit. So you would just dehydrate it. And then you could get a mason jar, put your, I don't have a clean one around. You would put your herbs in it, and then you would fill it up with your alcohol. Then you would put that away yes.
What alcohol?
You could use Everclear is the best one. 190 proof is one of the I have used others. I don't necessarily. I use brandy. I use vodka. I use brandy, yes. And I use vodka, and I use whatever I have a full bottle on. I have used that. And you would leave it for about 6 weeks in the dark, brewing, and then when it's ready, I like to use coffee filters and put it through. Yeah, and I have a lot. Everything above there is all textures. Yes.
I'm good.
Behave, okay? Just so we're all clear. I'm trying very hard.
Cattail is a thing that you can use, the whole thing, and the top is just decoration, but you can use the whole thing. Its roots, you can make flour, your natural flour with its roots.
You taught me that too. Oh, you've taught me so much. I didn't even realize you taught me.
It's
Look
because
at
I
you
talk about this shit
into
all the
my
time.
brain.
Yes, I talk about this all the time. I love it. It's something that I don't know. I found a passion. Can I bake a cake? No, I can't.
Not yet, you
Let's,
can't, but you will, lady.
can I make a tincture? I sure can.
And I'm gonna put Brandy in a dark cupboard somewhere someday.
Right, right,
It would be warranted. Like, let's be honest.
right.
I was left unsupervised in my own defense.
Are there more questions, Mishi, that we haven't answered?
Just a general one where there was a bunch there. Where can we get a book? Where can we get the book?
So I would just go to a bookstore, buy wherever, or look at a foraging book from your region, from where you're at, because that's exactly where you want to have the plant from the place, right? Yes. So there's zones, different zoning. You can Google, find my zone or whatnot, and then get a book about here we go.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, go on Amazon and put natural medicinal medicines for, and then your province.
Yes, 100%. You can do that.
You can also Google like your growing zone, and that will give you a better indication as well as to what. See, now you're in my wheelhouse. What plants grow the best in what areas for what growing zone you're in, because there's different growing zones for each.
A good one is the edible landscaping. That's another good one. I would say to you, don't spend a shitload of money on books. Get just one. They're all the same. They're all the same, and there's always some for sale. And now I see this one it was like $150 with all the medicine that the Amish had. Yeah, don't get that book. You don't need that book. You need to get a book to make medicine from the plants and stuff that you can get from around you. If you get these plants, this book, and there's 7 plants you don't have, now you have to bring them from across the world. Now it just goes with chemtrails and all this because they have to bring it here and stuff. Do your habitat. You're Canadian, get it in Canada. There's company that will bring this in for you. Find a Canadian company if you're Canadian. Who's pregnant?
You have a couple questions here. Somebody asked for something for hemorrhoids.
Well,
I think specifically pregnant. Somebody pregnant.
Are pregnant. Okay, so that is again in the pregnancy or whatnot. You can probably go with stuff. You obviously need a softener. If you have hemorrhoids, it's because you're having a hard time. So try to get a softener. Maybe talk to your doctor about iron pills. Being pregnant, that is a little bit different. Read on witch hazel to. You can just get a small bottle of witch hazel like this. This is very good for hemorrhoids. Being pregnant again, go to your natural food store and maybe ask them to direct you to something like that. But it's due to because you're pregnant, yes.
And another question, they want to know more about the magnesium spray.
So yes, magnesium spray is great for pain, and it's great for sleeping, and also great to clean our skin, because it's our biggest organ, and we breathe. So it's easy to make. Get yourself some magnesium flakes, something that is not coated wax. So just some pure magnesium flakes, and go half magnesium flakes, half distilled water. Wait for it to melt, and that's it. Doesn't need to be expensive neither. Yeah, distilled water, because water from the tap has a bunch of stuff in it. So you don't want that. And you don't know what the fluorides and all that. It might weaken your freaking magnesium and stuff. So always do distilled water. For a spray, you gotta make in the house and everything, yes.
She asked if you can use filtered water. Can you use filtered water?
Yes. Yes, 100%. 100%.
No, you're good, Kellyanne. You're good.
Yes. So oregano oil. I like mine. I do a couple drops in a ounce of water. That's how I do mine. So you want to go and get wherever you can get it from a food grade oregano oil. Otherwise, if you don't like that because it is strong, get yourself some capsules.
Prairie Chicken asks, what about well water? Good well water? Because I do have good well water too, as well. So would I need distilled water?
Yeah, I would just go distilled water just to make sure if it's for you, that's fine. But for me, I will use distilled water or yeah. I have a
Because you have your business.
osmosis. I have a osmosis like my own, but for retail, I still use distilled water. Yeah.
Oh, Tammy, can we make Tammy big box? Tammy, would you like to give us a tour of your apothecary?
Oh, I could totally do that. Yes. All right. If I move and I lose you, I'll go slow. All right. I make everything first of all. So I'll start here. So up here you have all your tinctures, and then I make capsules as well. I even have magic mushroom capsules because we use that for nerves. So, and then you have to unscrew it, so not everybody can just go and get it. Yeah, so all my tinctures and herbs, the one that I use the most are right here. So like this, and then right here I make my silver. So water makes silver. We have the bottle. I clean everything from here. I have a market tomorrow, so I'm pretty much ready for that. But this is my favorite. So I forge everything. If I go somewhere and you have a plant in your backyard, I know, I will forge it. I'll bring it home. I'll put it in the jar. So this is all the
You
stuff
dirty
that I
little herb
forge
thief.
that could make teas. These here are all that could make teas, right? Then over here, this is
Tammy,
all
we have the same wall.
I what?
The house I just finished selling. We
Yes.
have the husband built me my own apothecary wall. It's identical to that.
Nice. Very cool. I'm gonna have to bring you a bunch of shit when I go. So yeah, so this is all the stuff that I forge that from the forest. Now, you believe it or not, they all have benefits of antioxidant, anti-inflammation, stimulants for your guts. You know, like they all have something. This is, yeah. So this one and this is my kitchen, and then my living room is my office. So and then right here, my books and my essential oils.
That's beautiful, Tammy. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, I like it. It's quiet, and so people can come here. If they have a child, they can bring their child here. They can be. I want to create it. I wanted to create a safe place where you could be sick. So I like to have a safe place, you know. So when you can come and talk about a plan. And this is why I just wanted to mention. This is one thing. Lots of people don't know where to start with natural. And it can be quite expensive and overwhelming, really. There's so many things. So if I would tell you to make a plan, what I would ask you to do is find out exactly what it is that you want to accomplish. Your goal. Like your goal. What it is that what you want in your house. And then, so like I said, I like oils. So for me with the oils, bringing in my house, there will be something with moon booster, with immune system, with pain, and for cleaning. Those are, you know, and then, okay, so then I will get all the oils for doing that, you know, and then this is what I will have in my house all the time. Same with my castor oil. Same with my carrier oil. What am I looking for? Elasticity, moisturizing, I want movement. I want to be able, like I have stuff on my chest I want to move. Get the oils that breaks down stuff. Get these carrier oil. Same with your supplement. What is it that you need? You want to sleep. You can go to the bathroom. You need vitamin D. You know, like the regular vitamin and supplement we need daily. Get those. Then slowly bring this into your life. Put them out where you can see them. So you want, oh, I forgot they were in the cupboard. Don't put it in the cupboard. You want to accomplish something. Put them out there. You know, get inspired to take care of yourself, because I've been to the doctor a couple of times, and for me, it was not. I didn't feel safe there. It was not good for me. So go and find what's safe for you. Talk to people. Go to the natural food store. Make a plan. Get a book. You don't have to go as intense as this. You can get by 5 herbs. Start slow. I'm always here for questioning. For question, you have something, please reach out. I love doing that stuff.
Witchy, what was it that we foraged in the summer when we were camping?
Everything.
So that would be your everything tea?
No, this summer we did mostly fireweed and goldenrod. Mostly.
Okay, so the fireweed, which is really good for the heat, like I was saying. And goldenrod, I also have some here. I just can't remember right now what is it good for right off the hop.
Well, I think we
But,
use
yeah.
goldenrod for colds and flus here.
Well, there you go. I got some because I did.
For like
I
respiratory.
love the name.
Is that what it is? Witchy? Yeah. Okay.
Well,
I
what
use
was
it
the-
to dye because I have allergies.
Oh, yes.
Does that count?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if we're trying to kill you, yeah.
We were
Yeah,
looking
like-
for that old man's beard.
Unsnea.
Yes.
Unsnea.
Unseen. Yeah, but we
there
didn't
we
find
go.
any.
They're two different things. Witchy
Yeah.
told me that.
Yeah. Old man's beard
yelled
and
at me.
witch's hair, yeah.
Mm.
Do you know you can make blankets with that? Yeah, a friend of mine, you should never take it off the tree. It takes so long to produce. Pick it up when it's on the ground or on the dead tree on the ground that there's some.
It
But
takes-
yeah, you can
it
make
takes-
blankets with that.
It takes 22 years for one small patch of unsnea or old man's beard to grow. So you want to take it from in small amounts from each tree. You never want to like completely demolish a tree. You want to take
Right.
little bits, and preferably off stuff that falls on the ground, not stuff that's on the tree.
You
That's
guys should come
correct.
here because our trees are absolutely draped in it. And I mean draped in it. But
Nice.
I did read somewheres that so we had like a lot of 1,500 acres cut, and they will do that. They will produce faster and more. And I can't remember which one it is, if it's the old man's beard or the other word, but they'll produce more when the trees around them are cut because they feel like they need to protect themselves. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's just what I read. Go ahead.
Unsnea usually grows on the dead. So you'll find it on dead trees and dead branches.
Okay.
Old man's beard will grow on live trees.
Okay, so it's old man's beard. I'm right. That's what we have then. Because it's on the live trees, but I mean, it's like it's draped. Like if you
Yeah.
just drive down our dirt road, it's just everywhere, and it's just like this long, hanging off branches.
No, I saw that before in BC too. Like it was crazy. Like
Yeah.
So the 24 people that are still in here, do you guys have any more questions for Tammy before we conclude this episode?
Yes.
That
Yes.
unique.
What the?
You're very welcome. Anytime.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Tammy, for joining us. That was lovely.
That was
Yeah.
This
awesome.
was great. Thank you for having me. I prepare always.
I spray my pillow at night with this and I sleep like a
Tammy,
baby.
do you want to tell everybody where they can contact you? We're gonna put it in a link on the YouTube too. But do you want to just
Yes.
verbally tell everybody where we can find you?
Yes, so I'm not a online sort of person. I don't like it. So I have a Facebook page called etvoila Apothecary or Apothecary right there. It is a newer page, so it's building. I answer messengers. Messengers, big time. On here, for some reason, you can contact me. But yeah, messengers, it is probably going to be the best place. And I believe that the girl's going to put my email address in there. And that's another thing. Here we go.
There we go.
Etvoila, Tammy at gmail.com. No question or stupid question. Just, yeah. I love doing that. So, and again, I'm not a doctor.
She's really good at
What
it.
I
have
can
lots
do
of
is I
massage.
can recommend something according to your diagnose, according to your plan, your lifestyle. Yeah.
But again, your health is up to you.
100%. Nobody, right there. We believe in empowering individual to take charge of their own health journey. Because at the end of the day, I can do it.
Yeah. Yep.
I can do it for you.
So you would say you more or less like to take a personal approach. So for all the people listening, do not hesitate to reach out and have a conversation with Tammy. And she is more than willing to work with you, and there's no dumb questions, and
Nope.
just reach out and she will do her magic.
Yes. And again, if I don't know the answer, whatnot, I will find it for you. I will send you somewhere else that you can. Health is very important, especially that today everything is so expensive and hard to get. So if you can forge it and grow it, it would be the best. Of course, if you can't, well, I have a friend that I get my chaga from Ontario after it freezes. She gets it. Get to know people.
Yeah. Network. Get to
You know? Yes, 100%.
I know a Tammy, and I get all my stuff from Tammy.
We're all blessed.
I know. But the thing is, Brandy is next. It's on its way, and then Chuck is next. So yes, we're gonna send Chuck a package from across Canada. I like it because then my label is everywhere. My label is in South Africa. Eh?
Hopefully for
South
my
Africa.
menopause, because I need something to calm me down.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. This chloroform is not natural, and
Smell funny? Asking for
yeah,
Google.
right? Yeah.
Oh my God.
What happened? She's fine. She's sleeping.
Matt, take notes. Chloroform.
Yeah, please give me a follow as well. I want to reach 10,000. I'm going to start doing podcasts, but not podcast lives on here, showing how to do stuff. I am more than willing to share what I know because it is very important for our future. And this stuff is going away. So the young people, our young kids needs to learn this.
Yes.
You know, I think it's very important.
Yeah,
Well,
you're so
someone
right.
in the comments said they sent you a follow
Yes,
request.
thank you very much. I will follow you back. There you go.
Awesome.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's a wrap. Join us next week. We're going to be, thank you again, Tammy, by the way. You were lovely.
Well, thank you very much for having me. It was my pleasure.
Join us next week. We'll be doing an episode on conspiracy theories. So see you next Tuesday.